Good morning, good morning, and welcome to the last day of the vlog and of my trip, my Europe adventure as well. If you've watched every episode of the vlog, I thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with our last day in Europe. I'm going to be traveling all around Zurich. Today, I'm heading to the zoo. I got on a tram. It's a really easy way to get around town and followed these tracks to the Zurich Zoo. The Zurich Zoo calls itself the Zoo of the Future. Look at the red birds. I had never seen these birds before. This bird was showing itself off. This zoo was so futuristic, it had screens telling you what each animal was. This exhibit had Master Uguay chilling. This exhibit was like an EDM club. I saw animals like the Harlequin poison frog, the golden poison dart frog, the therapy gecko, the long-necked African horse, the black and white cookie horse, the gray Asian horse, the mean horse that spits at you. I don't know what kind of horse this was. And the sleepy Australian horse. Next, I entered Masaola Regenewald. The Masaola Regenewald was epic. You could climb stairs to get to the canopy. The top of Masaola Regenewald was 6 degrees Celsius warmer than the bottom. There was a tree that grew up the length of the stairwell, which I thought was so cool. It was like going to the Masaola Regenewald without actually having to go to the Masaola Regenewald. Up here, I was dripping with sweat. It was like being in a free sauna. Zabumafu visited us at the top of the stairs. The insurance gecko was here too. I love the Masaola Regenewald exhibit. I can't believe they built the Masaola Regenewald in Zurich. Zabumafu was hanging out on the ground as well. At the end of the exhibit, they were showing you what was happening to the Masaola Regenewald. This was really scary. Overall, my favorite part of the zoo was the Masaola Regenewald. This is how wet I got. After the zoo, I went to one of the most popular art museums in Zurich, Kunsthaus. This museum's map was so confusing, I just freeballed it. AEIOU goes crazy. I love AEIOU. This piece of art, they said, was likely stolen. This was probably stolen too. You've just seen works of art by Dali, Van Gogh, Monet, Manet, Chagall, and more. But up next was the most profound art of all, contemporary art. And this contemporary art was scary. This room had nothing in it at all. How deep? This room had rocks so important they wouldn't let you go inside. This art was simply a rock. This exhibit was about AI, big data, and climate change. This exhibit was about pretty lights. I actually could not program this on my own. Next, I walked across town to the Grossmonster. It's a church with a big, tall thing at the top. This is day 2 of climbing like 1,000 stairs to get to the top of a tower. But at the top, I was rewarded with a panoramic view of Zurich. I strolled through Zurich to one of the last stops on my trip, the Uhrenbayer Museum, the Museum of Timekeeping. This museum housed some of the most exclusive and exquisite pieces of timekeeping in the world. But how do you measure the time I spent on my vacation? It's recorded in precise memories. I saw horses. I rode horses. I saw the smallest thing I've ever seen in my life. I saw the biggest thing I've ever seen in my life. I saw animals and humans just chilling. I got high. Really high. I actually got high a lot. I got robbed. I got trapped in a stairwell for 2 hours. I almost got heat stroke. I had the worst meal of my life. I had the second worst meal of my life. Actually, I had a lot of meals. Timekeeping used to be about clocks, ticks, and talks. But now my memories will be stored in the TikTok format of these vlogs forever. This is me before my vacation in Europe. My name is Paul, and this is me after my vacation in Europe.